Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm All Things Wrestling, and today I'm going to be giving my thoughts on WWE Raw 19th of October 2020. We kick off the show with Alexa Bliss making her way to the ring to the Fiend's music. She says, "He's here, let him in." The Fiend then makes his way to the ring. Retribution then surrounds the ring, enters the ring, lights go out, lights come back up, Bray and Alexa are gone. Her Business then make the way to the ring. And a little bit of a brawl, leading straight to our match. The opening to Raw was 4 out of 10. The match happened. The Fiend showed up during the match on the Titantron for some reason. The match ended when Lashley got the full Nelson on T-Bar. So yes, for some reason the Retribution lost fucking clean in their second match. Because, you know, let's not make them look strong or anything, because now they just look like a bunch of weaklings. Then the Fiend appears on the apron after the lights go down next to Ali. He then Sister Abigail's Flapjack, does Uranati to Mace on the table. Then he gives T-Bar Sister Abigail. And then Alexa appears on the Titantron and says, "Let me in a Bray style voice." Post-match attack can get 6 out of 10. That was more entertaining than the freaking match. Oh, the match can get a fucking 1 out of 5. It had people wrestling. It was shit. Moving on, AJ Styles made his way to the ring with Jordan Omogbehin. Okay. Sorry if I butchered that name. The big, tall dude who was the bouncer for Raw Underground. He's now his bodyguard. He goes on to talk about Jeff Hardy, the real redemption is the prodigal son has returned to Raw him. He beat Jeff Hardy in the triple threat match to further prove that he was never the Monday Night Rollins. When he beats Matt Riddle tonight, he will shepherd Raw into the future. It's more of a season premiere on what is a new era and belongs to the face that runs the place. The referee rings the bell, tells Jordan to leave the ring. He doesn't. He then begs him to leave the ring after the referee grabs his hand when he was trying to count to disqualify AJ. The match ends with AJ Styles hitting the Styles Clash for a 3 count. I'm going to give the match a 2.5 out of 5. It was fairly average. Then we have Drew McIntyre whining on about some random things, how he will show random things, do random things. It was a boring interview, to be honest. Moving swiftly on. Then we had Lana versus Asuka for the All Women's Championship. Asuka Lana taps out. Match is going to get a 1.25 out of 5. It was barely anything. Then Nia Jax comes down and beats up Lana. And then Nia beats up. And Shayna beats up. And Asuka escapes. Then the Raw Women's Tag Champions are in the ring. Nia said that they're not on the same page because they don't braid each other's hair or appear on social media together. They tell anyone who thinks they can challenge them to come out. Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke come out. Lacey Evans and Peyton Royce come out. And the Riot Squad come out. And then we had an impromptu Fatal 4-Way Women's Tag Title match. The winner was Nia Jax hitting a Samoan drop on Lacey Evans for the 3 count. The match was shit. Why did it even need to exist? Oh my Jesus. I'm going to give it a 1.25 out of 5. Then we have Elias come out for a concert. his first song, Amen, which he hopes that Jeff Hardy is listening. Then he sings a second song, and then as he's going to the back, he decides to do an encore and asks the guitar tech for his guitar back. And then the guitarist plays the guitar a lot better than Elias. Jeff Hardy then tries to hit Elias with the guitar and he misses. Overall, the concert was fantastic. The singing was amazing. Elias has actually got a very, very good voice. Jeff Hardy's attack was alright. Going to give that an 8 out of 10. Then we have Miz and Morrison in the back. They're asked if they can believe that Mandy called him petty. They talk about saving Mandy's life. He will save the Money in the Bank briefcase when they win against Otis. Tucker shows up and says, I'll find a partner and I'll ruin your lives just like you've ruined Otis's. They accept the terms because they don't think Tucker could get a partner. 5 out of 10, fairly average for that. Then Elias Is Ambushed by Charlie Caruso, asking him about Jeff's interruption. He said next Monday they're going to be celebrating his new album dropping, but they're going to be celebrating on Monday because he's challenged Jeff Hardy to a match at Hell in the Cell. And nothing really worth rating there. Then Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, still calling themselves the New Day, made their way to the ring. They started talking about being your Raw Tag Champions 4 years ago. They talk about the garbage year 2020 because of the Achilles tear from Xavier. Then 2020 happened, which has been a garbage year. Then they come back, and then they get split from Big E, and then Kofi tells them to calm down. Sheamus makes his way, starts just trash talking them. And then we have Kofi Kingston versus Sheamus. The winner with Trouble in Paradise is Kofi Kingston. I'm going to give the match a 3 out of 5. Probably the best match in the thing. Then we move swiftly on to Mustafa Ali in the back. He said the Fiend and the Hurt Business made a big mistake. My power is not strength in numbers, it's creating chaos. I was at home because WWE could not make dollar off someone named Mustafa Ali. I watched and learned all of your pathetic secrets. I was a SmackDown hacker and did it because I want the entire world to know that this sick place is infecting everybody. Blah de blah de blah de blah de blah de blah de blah. Some random shit about shutting people down. 3 out of 10. Boring. We knew he was a SmackDown hacker in the first place. Then the Hurt Business are in the back in suits. Titus O'Neil shows up in a suit and offers to join the Titus Worldwide. MVP says Ricochet isn't going to be joining them. They need to talk. They said they're in business. MVP says we are in business. And attacks Titus. 5 out of 10. It was alright. Liz and Morrison then make the way to the ring and says, who is your partner? Tucker says, go ahead and make your Otis jokes. You will not be laughing when you see my partner. I've searched around the world for the best luchador. El Gran Goto. And then Miz is like, it's Otis. He says El Gran Goto is not Otis. He can be the next Rey Mysterio. He's like, how did you scour the globe in 30 minutes? And Tucker did say, quite funnily, I did it on my phone on the web. Which was quite funny, actually. I enjoyed that line. Then they say, you put a mask on a pig, it's still a pig. We have the match, Tucker Knight and El Gran Goto, a.k.a. Otis versus Miz and Morrison. Your winner, El Gran Gordo and Tucker Knight. Oh my god, it was just so shit. So bad. Just gonna give that a straight 1 out of 10. For the match, the segment, just everything. Oh, in the back, El Gran Gordo took a celebrate with Xavier Kofi and Mandy Rose. She then hands a ham to her masked doppelganger, Drew Love. Then we had what was arguably the best segment in my opinion. Bray Wyatt was moving some boxes around. He says hello to his Fireflies. He said it makes him sad to leave his friends on SmackDown, but he's looking forward to making new friends on Raw. Abigail tells Bray to keep it down, but Bray says about having fun. Husky and Rambo and Rabbit talk about what they're looking forward to doing on Raw. Rambo says he wants to be a better father and husband. Bray says he didn't know that Rambo had family. Bray said that he should be a better friend, and then we see a montage of Rambo and Rabbit getting murdered all the time. Bray said the past is in our heads while the future is in our hands. Rambo said he wanted a fresh start, and Mercy attacks and kills him. Because of course he does. There's a knock at the door and Alexa Bliss enters. Alexa says that fun is just getting started. 9 out of 10, absolutely amazing. I really, really can't wait to see where they're going to bring this storyline to. We then had Braun Strowman versus Keith Lee. Strowman headbutts Keith Lee in the balls, and then he wins. After the match, Lee kicks Strowman in the balls, and then says, "Not to test me and use shortcuts, you've tangled with the wrong person." Why did it end in a bloody... Why are we Nakamura and AJ Styles in this situation? What the fuck? Seriously, what in the holy fuck? I'm giving the match -2 out of 10. Fucking done. Done with that shit. Now. Fucking bullshit. Then Randy Orton makes his way to the ring. They lower the cage. The Hell in a Cell. He locks himself in there. Starts talking a load of bollocks about frickin'... I don't even really know what he was bollocksing on about. Talking about him facing people and all this bollocks. And Drew obviously comes down and is like... Oh, and he's like, "Oh, come on, hey, you can't get in, ha ha ha." Then Drew gets bolt cutters and then enters the cell. Drew closes the door and we end. -2 out of 10 for the segment. It's fucking shit. That cliffhanger wasn't intriguing or anything. It was just fucking like, oh, it's a good thing. Wherefore? For fuck's sake, guys. Jesus Christ. I'm going to give Raw 3 out of 10. It was quite piss poor, to be perfectly honest. Not a massive fan of it. There was a few good segments scattered around and a good match, but overall it was a slog to get through. Not recommend watching this. I watched a couple of segments like the Elias concert, Sheamus and Kofi match, the Firefly Funhouse. But yeah, no, just skip the rest. It was not worth it. Alright, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you have, please smash that like button, share and subscribe, and I shall catch you all later.